Hey everybody, it's Spencer with Nexus, and in honor of May being Mental Health Matters Month, we wanted to bring you this presentation called 5 Ways to Wellness. These will be just some easy ways, easy things that you guys can do at home or even at work or around the community to kind of just improve your mental health over time. Now, we work really hard to decrease and get rid of the stigma of mental health distress. We don't want people to feel we don't want people to feel embarrassed. We don't want people to feel like they can't come forward to talk for whatever reason it is. We want people to feel comfortable and feel okay with reaching out and asking for help and just overall being okay with talking about how they're feeling mentally. Whether if you're feeling good mentally, it's a great thing to talk about. Or if you're feeling bad mentally, it's also a good thing to talk about too, because you can get those feelings out there and just kind of figure out where you are and what your next step should be. So first, let's start off by defining what is mental health. So mental health refers to a person's condition with regard to their psychological and their emotional well-being as well. This includes productive daily activities and maintaining fulfilling relationships with others. It also includes the ability to adapt to change and to cope with stresses. We have things going on in our lives every single day. There's stress. It could be work, could be school. For some of us, it's both, family life, your own personal things going on. Those are stresses we deal with on a daily basis, and it's really important to learn to cope with those in healthy ways and just being able to adapt to change. Life's changes come really fast. We all been dealing with a lot of changes over the last 3 years through COVID and all that. That was a big change for a lot of people, and just the ability to cope with that and deal with that, understanding, change happens. Some changes, some things are in our control, and some things are just completely out of our control. And those things that are out of our control, we gotta just kind of let go. We can't dwell on those things. We have to understand that, it's out of our control. It's in somebody else's hands. It's also really important, guys, to remember that everyone experiences mental health distress. But having mental health distress does not mean necessarily that you have a mental health disorder. There's a distinction between the two. So a mental health disorder is a clinical diagnosis received from a professional, whereas mental health distress involves shorter periods of overwhelming or stressful situations or emotions that a person deals with. So it's important to remember that distinction, guys, and understand that, like it says, everyone experiences mental health distress. We all experience it most likely on a daily basis, but it does not mean that you have a mental health disorder. On top of that, though, just because it doesn't mean you have a mental health disorder, it doesn't mean that you shouldn't be taking care of your mental health. You going through some type of mental health distress, you can use all of these ideas and things that we're going to be giving you today in this presentation to kind of, figure out where you're at and to make yourself feel better over time. So let's go ahead and jump into it with our first way to wellness. It's mindful meditation. So mindfulness is a type of meditation in which you focus on being intensely aware of what you're sensing and feeling in the moment and without interpretation or judgment. So a few ways you can do that are, guys, sitting with yourself in a quiet place while taking deep breaths. Taking deep breaths is really good for your mental health and really good for your body as well. Because when you start getting stressed out, your heart starts to race, palms get sweaty, whatever it is for each person. But deep breaths, deep breathing, controlling that can actually relax your heart, which in turn relaxes your mind and the rest of your body as well. Being outdoors while breathing fresh air, being outside, getting a little bit of the sunshine, breathing that fresh air, it's really good for somebody's mind. And like I said earlier about deep breathing and stuff, it does really decrease your heart rate and stuff. Listening to calming music while focusing on your breathing. You're going to see with this mindful meditation, breathing is going to be a key thing no matter what you're doing. So it could be sitting quietly in contemplation, but you're focusing on your breathing. Being outdoors, but you're focusing on your breathing. Listening to calming music, but you're focusing on your breathing. Breathing is really important when it comes to meditation, guys. Listening to white noise while calming your thoughts, having, the sounds of the ocean, the sounds of the forest, whatever your type of white noise is that kind of relaxes you, because it'll vary from person to person. What relaxes me, I will tell you, it'll be more nature sounds in the forest, that type of stuff. But for somebody else, it could be the beach, it could even be like the sounds of a sporting event that calm you. Whatever it is, listening to whatever kind of white noise helps you. And then while you're doing that, calming your mind, calming your thoughts. Also, another one you can do is use a meditation app for guided meditation. There are a lot out there, guys. Some of them free, some of them are paid. The free ones are still really good though. So if you want to, try one out and kind of give it like a trial run without paying any money, get one of the free ones from your app store and just check it out. Give it a chance. It'll give you a lot of guided meditation, give you a lot of tips on how to do it, and just easy tricks and tips to kind of clear your mind. So next, guys, we'll talk about physical movement. Getting out, getting moving, getting that blood pumping is really good for your mental health. Physical activity keeps the body strong, healthy, and can improve mental health by decreasing symptoms of depression, anxiety, pain, and loneliness as well. Physical activity is great for your mental health, guys. Really good. And like I say, when I'm saying that, I'm not saying get out and get in the gym. I'm not saying that you have to go out and lift the heaviest weight you can find or whatever, because that may not be your thing, and I understand that. But physical activity can be anything. Movement, getting out, taking your dog for a walk, going for a walk on your own, playing catch with your kid, whatever it is, anything like that, any kind of physical movement is really good for your mental health. So some examples of that, outside activities with sunshine, like I said, getting out, walking your dog, going for a walk on your own, or just getting outside and just looking around and enjoying nature, but being out and moving in it. Playing, running, walking, cycling, swimming, dancing, aerobic exercises, all of that really good. Strength training weights. Now, if you're into the gym and you're into lifting heavy weights, this is where that comes in. Or you can do body weight exercises, push-ups, sit-ups, planks, all those types of things. They do build muscle, and it's a physical activity you can do that will improve your mental health. Now, we know that physical health and mental health are very much intertwined. So when you feel good physically, you're going to feel good mentally, and vice versa too sometimes. So it's really important to remember that. Yoga, stretching, meditation, time in nature, and breathing work. I talked a lot about meditation and breathing work on the last slide, but yeah, yoga and stretching and just being out in nature, all really good ways to get yourself moving a little bit. Especially like yoga is one of those things where you don't have to be super athletic to do yoga. You can do yoga without being super athletic and still get a good amount of exercise, and it's really good for your body. And you want to set routines to include physical activity weekly. So, pencil in an hour or two, however much time you can fit in. I know a lot of people are, say sometimes, I don't have time to work out. It takes so much time. Where am I going to find this time? 30 minutes, guys. 30 minutes to an hour. That's all you have to do. If you can get it in every day, great. At least try to get in 5 days a week, but schedule that in there. Schedule yourself that much time. Just a little bit. It's a walk. You could still do that with your family. Call it family time, but in that family time, you guys go for a walk together. You go for a little hike, whatever it is. We live in a very beautiful place, so get out in nature and see that, guys. So next we'll talk about, guys, creativity. Being creative can increase positive emotions and reduce depressive symptoms and also anxiety. While creativity can be in the form of a hobby, these activities can help us process our distress. So if you're like me, guys, I know for me personally, I don't think I'm super creative. So when I first thought about creativity, I was like, I'm not creative. I can't draw, I can't read, write, or play any instrument or play music or anything like that. I'm not, I can't write literature or novels or anything like that. So I'm like, oh, I'm not that creative. But look at this list here. There's a lot of things you can do to be creative. Cooking. A lot of people don't realize that you can get really creative and have a lot of fun with cooking. That's one of the things I do. I love to cook. I have a good time with it, and it does relax me. Sewing, making your own clothes, fixing clothes, mending things is a really good way to get creative too. Making new things. Drawing or painting, also really great ways to be creative if you're artistic like that. Even if you're not good at it, you can still draw, and drawing, can help get out your emotions. We have a program here called interactive journaling, and that's kind of the basis of it, is drawing and using art to convey your emotions. Playing a music instrument if you're inclined to doing that, whatever it is that you like to play. Floral arranging, that's another one that, doing flower arrangements for maybe weddings or table decorations or whatever it may be. Gardening, another big one. Get out, plant a garden. Just enjoy growing plants. Get a new house plant and just kind of take care of that for a while. That can be really big for your mental health, because as it grows and stays healthy, you'll feel better that you're helping it to do that. And then it just says down there, guys, anything that sparks your imagination. So this is not a comprehensive list. This is just a quick list that we came up with. But anything that you can think of that can spark your imagination, get out there and do that, guys. Be creative. It's really good for your mental health. Next, we're going to talk about thoughtful journaling. I kind of mentioned on the last slide a little bit about interactive journaling, which is one of the programs that we run here through Nexus. But thoughtful journaling is really good too. Just kind of writing down what you feel, what you saw, how you felt, how it made you feel throughout your day. So it says taking the time to write out what is distressing you. Allow yourself the time to truly write all you wish or want to say. Then read it yourself, giving yourself the time to think, process and decide what's the best course of action for you next. So this is really good, guys. You can write down at the end of your day, just kind of write down what happened to you that day, how it made you feel, what was going on with you emotionally when that happened. And this will help you get kind of like a better understanding of your emotions, your mental well-being, and everything like that. You can kind of get an understanding of, okay, this made me mad for this reason, or this made me sad for this reason. It just kind of gives you an idea of a baseline essentially. And then from there, you go back and you can review what you wrote down so that you remember it and decide where to go next from there. So lastly, guys, we'll talk about hobbies. Hobbies can be creative. A hobby is something that we do to bring ourselves joy. So spending time on an activity that you enjoy can improve your mental well-being, your mental health and well-being. Activities that get you out and about can make you happier and feel more relaxed. So hobbies are really important, guys. Just quick list there. We have hiking, fishing, crafting, traveling, reading, sports, playing games, thrift store exploring, anything like that. Listening to music, playing music, that can be a hobby, anything that you enjoy doing that brings you happiness and joy, that can be a hobby, and we want you to get out and do that as much as possible, guys. So honestly, it could be, like I said, it could be anything that you enjoy. It could be playing video games, it could be doing puzzles, it could be, helping other people. It could be just, watching a good movie. If you're like me, I'm a movie buff. I love going to the movies. So for me, going to the movies is very relaxing. I go get a soda, get some popcorn, hang out and watch a good movie. That's another thing you can do. So like I said, guys, if anything that you love to do that brings you happiness, get out and do that as much as you possibly can. So here are some more additional ways to support positive mental health. First thing on there, guys, is using screen time trackers to monitor overuse. I know that we, as a society, have become extremely dependent on our cell phones or tablets, whatever devices we're using. And the reason for that is because for a lot of people, it's a sole form of communication. It's a form of entertainment, between social media, being able to check things online, whatever it may be. And for a lot of people as well, it's their connection to work, it's a connection to their clients, to their clientele, whatever it may be. But it's also important, guys, to understand that we need time away from our phones. We need time away from our devices. So it's important to get some downtime and what we call unplug for a little bit. Put your phone down. It helps to clear your mind and it also slows your mind down. When you're constantly scrolling through social media, your mind is constantly being engaged with different things. And depending on what your page looks like, it could be things that are upsetting you, things that make you sad, or even things that make you happy. But either way, it's engaging your mind and not allowing it to fully relax. Another thing on there with relations to that is setting downtimes or use limits on the family devices. So, setting those downtimes would be like maybe during dinner, that's a downtime. There's no cell phones, no devices at the table. That's a time for family, that way the family can kind of get together, connect, and really talk about each other's day and what's going on with them, instead of just being, there but not present. Avoiding the use of alcohol or drugs, super important, guys. If you're having some mental health distress, it's super important to avoid alcohol and drugs. Alcohol itself is actually a depressant, so what it does is it makes the mood you're in even worse. No matter what we want to think about it, I know a lot of people go, oh, well, I'm angry, I'm going to have go get a drink, or I'm sad, I need a drink, or I'm happy, I need a drink. It doesn't actually improve your mood, guys. It is a depressant, so we need to be really careful about using these things when we're having mental health distress, because it does lower our inhibitions and it does make it to where we can make more impulsive, possibly bad decisions. Following a balanced diet, super important, guys. I know it's that old cliche, eat your fruits and vegetables, but it is true. It's true to have a good balanced diet. You don't have to eat all fruits and vegetables or all meat, but a good balance of them, getting everything in there, making sure you're getting all your vitamins and everything. Like I said earlier, your physical health and your mental health are very closely intertwined. So eating well will make you feel better physically, which in turn can help you feel better mentally. And the next one on there, guys, is connecting with your community. Getting out, volunteering. Maybe you volunteer at, an animal shelter, the food bank, a local church, your child's school, a community center, wherever, or, you just don't make some donations. Maybe you have enough, you're feeling okay that you can make a monetary donation to one of those. Anything you can do to kind of just connect with the community. Having a sense of community is really important and can be really big for your mental health. Feeling like, this is my place. I want to put some of myself into the place I live can be really important. Okay, so now what do we do if we've gotten to the point where we've tried all these things, we're doing all these things every day or as much as we can, and it's just not working enough? That's when we talk to somebody, talk to a professional, get help. So it's when we need a little more help, we reach out. We can reach out to a counselor, a therapist, a psychologist, psychiatrist, pastor and priest if you're a religious person, or anybody else depending on your religion. I'm just saying, like a religious leader you can reach out to. Family doctor, also really important, especially for your physical ailments. Family advocates. We have a lot of family advocates here at Nexus that you can reach out to. If you're just feeling down or anything, we can give you some help and some pointers and kind of help you get pointed in the right direction. Trusted friends and your social circles, also really important, guys. Having that support system around you is huge. You know, I can tell you from my own personal experience going through some things I've been through, especially in about the last year of my life. If I didn't have a good support system around me and the friends and family that I have around me, I wouldn't have made it. So big thing, guys. Communicate with your partner or spouse. You know, let them know how you're feeling. Let them know why you're feeling that way. Let them know the situations that make you feel that way so that you can gain a better understanding of each other and be better equipped to help each other. And then community advocates as well. All of these are people you can talk to, some professionals, and then some people who are just close to you that can help you with your mental health if you're having trouble helping yourself. And lastly, guys, we wanted to leave you with some community resources and phone numbers, just some people and companies you can call if you're feeling down, if you're having trouble with your mental health, and if you just have any questions or you just need somebody to talk to. So first on there, guys, we have ourselves, Nexus Youth and Family Services. We have a lot of different things here throughout the company that can help you with your mental health, including, I talked earlier about our interactive journaling. It's called A Window Between Worlds. Really great program, guys. Give us a call about that. We have our therapy department. We have our youth department too with youth advocates. So if it's a young person out there that just needs somebody to talk to, you know, give Steven a call. He can get you a referral to our youth department. We have our family advocates as well who can, you know, if it's a family that wants somebody to speak with, you know, they can come in, speak with our family advocates and just get some help or just, you know, get some stuff off their chest. We have the Interfaith Food Bank on there. For a lot of people, providing food can be a stressful thing, you know, not sure where the next meal is going to come from. You know, maybe the bill's piled up this month and the budget for food has gone down a little bit. So Interfaith Food Bank can help to alleviate some of that stress by helping to provide food for families. Behavioral health, they have a lot of programs there as it pertains to mental health and a lot of different trainings and things they do too. So check out their website or just give them a phone call. Sierra Wind Wellness and Recovery, another big one for people who are going through recovery from alcohol, drugs, whatever it may be. They have a lot of good programs there, guys. Give them a call. For our Native community, California Tribal TANF, they can help with funding, they can help with housing, helping you find a place to live, they can help with helping you find food, and they also do a lot of events within the Native community that help to bring everybody together. First Five at Amador, give them a phone call or check out their website. They have a lot of really good programs and activities you can do with children ages 0 to 5. Amber County Recreation Agency, go check out their website. They do a lot of really cool programs around the county, and a lot of they're responsible for a lot of our adult intramural sports, which are a lot of fun. So if you're looking to get signed up for, you know, like softball, basketball leagues, anything like that, check out their website or give the number a call. Operation Care also has a lot of really good programs. The Amherst Senior Center, they have a lot of really good stuff for seniors. I know for a lot of seniors, they feel isolated or kind of alone. The Senior Center does lunches every day. They have different activities they do throughout the month. So it could be, you know, a senior kind of yoga class. They have senior exercise classes, arts and crafts, all kinds of fun stuff through there. And then lastly, guys, we have the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline, 988. You can call or text that. And that's if, you know, you're going through some real big mental health distress and you really need somebody to talk to right then, and you kind of don't have anybody else. So just a quick list there, guys, of some community resources that you can use. And as always, guys, stay healthy and stay safe.